I have a problem with parents that take their noisy kids to church. They're screaming and noisy kids to church and don't do anything about it. They don't shut them up. Now, I know that I'm going to get people that are going to not like this video because I guess they can't stand to hear the truth. I'm not sure, but this is the scoop on it. All right. I don't go to church, and people don't go to church to listen to your kids pull fits, scream, cry, make noise. They don't go to church for that. People generally, I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing that most people go to church to try to listen to the speakers in church and try to feel the spirit of the speakers and the messages that are given in church, and they don't really like to listen to your screaming brats. Now, everybody loves children, or people in general like children, and we know that Christ loves children, and God loves children. But sitting in church, listening to your little Sally and Johnny pull a fit and scream the whole time in church, that's not happening, you know? I mean, it is happening. It is happening, but that shouldn't happen. You should take your kid out of the chapel area, out of the chapel area, and march that child into the bathroom or outside and spank that kid. Tell the kid to shut up. Oh, he's just a kid. Kids will be kids. Kids will be kids, and some kids are brats. Some kids are just plain brats. You gotta teach your kids, parents. You gotta teach your kids not to be brats. Take your kid in the bathroom or outside and spank him. Tell them to shut up when we're in the chapel area. People don't want to hear you, Johnny. Shut up and spank them. Spank them. I used to do that. I have 5 kids. And when I used to take my kids, when they were young, I took them to church, and they started playing and fussing and squirming, and if they made noise, and I'm smart enough, a lot of parents aren't smart enough. They just sit there and think that everything's just fine. Everything isn't just fine. Your kids are annoying the shit out of people in the congregation. But when my kids used to play up, I used to get them up immediately. I didn't wait. Oh, I'm going to wait 10 minutes and see if they're better. I'm going to wait, 15 or 20 minutes and see if they calm down. Maybe they'll go to sleep. Take the brats out now. Now, I used to take my kids out, take them in the bathroom, spank them, and say, if you want more of that, then play up again, and we'll come out and we'll do it double next time. I took them back in the chapel area. They were perfect. They were angels. They didn't fuss and play and make noise, and at all. They just sat there like they should so the other people can enjoy the meeting. And if they started to make noise, I'd just point to them. And they'd shut up. I wasn't an abusive parent. I was a good parent. I was a good parent, and I thought about other people. You know, you parents that have noisy kids, oh, they're just kids. Kids will be kids. Kids will be kids. Kids will be kids, and some kids are plain brats. I sat in church behind. I took my kids to church a few years ago, my adult kids, and we sat in church. And there was a little girl with let's see, a little girl. And there's like 3 kids, but a little girl with some parents ahead of in the bench ahead of me. The little girl, hi, what's your name? Hi, what's your name? Hi, what's your name? Now, if you talk to the little kid, they'll keep talking. So ignore them. Ignore them. You know. I know you feel like going. In your mind, you might feel like going, but you don't do that. Why? Because you're a nice Christian person. That's why. What's your name? Hi, hi, hi. And she started spitting on me for no reason. And her parents, the kids were in the middle of their parents. The parents knew what was going on. They did nothing. Absolutely nothing. We have little cups of water as part of the sacrament procedures. And the little boy was playing with the sacrament cup. Playing with it, putting it on his tongue. And I heard the father, now, Johnny, don't play with that. I'm not playing with it. I cannot believe how some parents, they're not parents. The parents are the babies, and the kids are the brats. Why are the parents the babies? Because they're not smart enough to discipline their own kids. They're babies. They're not parents. They're not the boss. I've got a news flash. The kids are not the boss of you, parents. People don't go to church. I don't care if you hate me. I couldn't care less if you hate me because I'm telling you the truth. People go to church to partake of the Spirit, to feel the Spirit, to listen to the speaker, to try to feel the Spirit and understand what that person's saying. And when a child is screaming and crying and fussing, you've broken that concentration. You've broken that concentration between yourself and the person speaking, and the message, the spirituality of what they're saying. Because little Johnny and little Susie's pulling a fit. And the parents aren't smart enough to take their kids out until they quit fussing. I can't believe it. In all honesty, a lot of times I don't go to church because it's so damn noisy. I mean, are these parents insane? Are you parents completely insane and insensitive to other people? Other people don't want to go to church to listen to your little brats fuss and make noise. They just don't. So think, parents, think. take your crying brats out and let the people enjoy the service. Is that asking too much?